All right, we are back and ready to roll. I mean,
hey, quick story here. Went to go make myself a cocktail. Check my phone. My grandmother had texted me an hour ago. She's staying in Morgantown tonight. They're going to see family out in Indiana. She's saying the weather in Morgantown, snow, blah blah blah. And then randomly at the end of the message, everybody in the chat's gonna die. She goes, "Hey, what's the line for tomorrow?" I did not see that coming. My grandma fucking said that.
That's fantastic. Fantastic.
I checked my phone like 3 times ago. Did she just ask what the number is tomorrow for the West Virginia Georgetown game?
Now is she in like I picture like a van. I mean, that's an amazing story, by the way. But is she in like a van traveling with like her husband and perhaps kids?
No, it's her and my grandfather. They're going to see my uncle.
So that was him speaking through her text, essentially, or was that actually?
I think it might be him, or they're just curious.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's called getting it done right there.
I did not see that coming.
That's getting it done.
That's what the number is tomorrow.
You're like, Grandma.
Doing the show right now. Tune in.
yeah. I would just say, like, Grandma, it's what it normally is. We're favored, right? But I'm sure that was. I want to know a deep dive on it personally. I would like to know if that was him, or if she said, "I wonder what the spread is," because you got legalized gambling there, right? I've been to Charlestown. I think it's called Charlestown, right?
Great town for the ponies.
Oh yeah, I've been to those night races. I've been there back in the day.
Yeah.
Folks, if you haven't been up there, especially back in the day, that would like ask NC Nick. I think NC Nick might have had a strip club story or two there. Let's get into this action. I got slides and everything. Fantastic though. Who else has got your grandmother texting you about lines? All right.
She might ask for the Duquesne number. She's right up the right
That's
down the
true.
road.
That's true. Delaware, the Blue Hens are heading to Pittsburgh, PA. Duquesne's laying 4.5, and I just think this is soft. I know Duquesne's due, but it ain't today. Delaware plus 4.5. MAAC, is this standalone, by the way? No, it's not. It's not. No. Thank God, because I didn't have that much conviction. What are you doing here?
I can't go back to Duquesne here. I like Drew Joyce, but I just feel like they're still trying to find their identity. And I think Delaware is probably the right side here. Probably think that they win the game outright.
So you're saying we should bet this?
I'm betting it too.
I think we should take Delaware.
I think the wrong team's favored.
That was my first thought too.
Cocktail Matthew's got Delaware -2. Duquesne's home advantage is basically nothing.
0.
Yeah. And so I think Delaware, the only thing that I'm a little bit nervous and like why you could say this line smells is Delaware's off of a rivalry game, 13-point win against Delaware State. But this is still like a huge game for them. They're going into an A10 school. Like this is always a usual get up game for the CAA schools. So I think they go in and they get the win. I think they're the better coached team.
I would agree there. Let's do it. Triple lock. Blue Hens plus 4.5.
Don't prove it as a
coach. All right. Next up, we jump over to Smithfield, Rhode Island, where the Bryant Bulldogs are laying 4 against the Brown guys. I love this brown bear mascot. Looks like he's just had some of that purple drink. I think we should bet Bryant.
Ooh, I'm Brown.
Let me explain myself. Brown just won at Vermont, which I think is a game they circle.
Yeah.
I think I know this is actually a rivalry game. But I think
Bryant just won in Philly though, and that was a big game for Martelli. I saw the pictures after the game with his dad there.
Looks like we're gonna do some battle.
Let's go. Give me the Brown guys going back to the well.
I know this is a rivalry.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think Brown winning at Vermont is catastrophic for that program. I think as far as like they really put a big emphasis into winning that game. So
now we got a problem. Now we got a problem.
Let's go.
Let's do a little battle. Dundee riding these Bryant Bulldogs back. Say, give us some of that purple drink with the Brown guys.
Road team is 4 in a row in this series. Let's go Brown.
Let's go. Well, I mean, kind of got thrown out last year. He's got an 8-ball of Coke in his drawer. Students aren't supposed to see that, Administration, sure, but can't have the students see the 8-ball of Coke. Anyway, Siena. Oh yeah, we gotta hit the old slide here. Siena is in Lewiston, New York, taking on Niagara. Get this, by the way.
Niagara.
Makes sense of this one. Niagara is a 2.5 point favorite.
We got Greg Paulus versus Jerry McNamara.
Greg Paulus, former Syracuse quarterback.
Yep.
What the fuck is this line? First off, what is this line?
Yeah, I mean, Niagara is what 3-5. Siena's 4-4. Maybe they don't value Siena, but I think Siena's look like the much better team this year.
I mean,
computers like Niagara here too. Ken Palm's got Niagara -1.
Niagara has what? 2 D1 wins?
Yeah, this is the MAAC opener. Give me Siena outright lock.
No, I mean my thought is Siena by 20, but I'm like,
I don't know about 20. Who have they ever beat by 20?
I'm just saying, like Siena, they beat Brown.
Yeah,
they beat Bryant. They beat American. You know what I mean? Like this line stinks, dude. This line stinks to hell. Niagara's got 2 wins, and there gets my fucking Long Island Sharks, which is a great win. But the other ones are phony. Binghamton barely, and then a D3 school. All right,
I'm betting Siena.
There's something I like about betting Jerry Mack. Maybe it goes back to his playing days. Let's go. Give me Siena, even though it stinks to high hell. The Aqueduct is heading to Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Take on Ryder. Fuck you, Aqueduct. Give me Ryder. No bet.
Yeah, so
if I bet this, we're all losing. But what are you doing here?
I'm going to bet Ryder home dog here, and they're off a conference loss 0-1. They don't want to fall to 0-2, and I think the Aqueduct is overrated. Moving company wins.
Mac and I on the same page again. We're going to double lock this. This is the home opener for their conference. They're already 0-1 in conference. They've only played one other home game this season. They covered the spread against Delaware. Quinnipiac on the road this season have gotten blown out in every game except for one. 88-62 loss to Yale, 96-73 to St. John's, but that's St. John's. UMass Lowell beat them by 10, St. Louis beat them by 14, Stonehill beat them by 14. When you're getting blown out by Stonehill by 14 on the road, I'm gonna bet Ryder at home here. A couple of different reasons why they get up for this home game, but give me the Bronx. Let's go.
You guys realize you're very convincing, and it makes me want to bet Ryder. But if you guys are all losing,
yeah,
we forgive you.
Stay away. Stay your ass over there,
especially with Quinnipiac involved in this game. I'm gonna let you guys have this fun. Have your win there. But just remember, tomorrow my record should be 1 game better because I did not bet this for you guys.
Yeah, and we were talking records at the top of the show. That wasn't even including the moneyline dogs. My accounts aren't minus 12 units.
I was about to say, wait a second.
My accounts are about a little below 500, but they're not like minus 12. And I'm not.
I would argue that moneyline dogs is like my best read. Like as far as what I do on as far as like watching college basketball and knowing college basketball.
Yeah.
I would say moneyline play is like almost the thing I do best.
Yeah, I've got 3 of them.
Besides show up every night drunk.
I've got 3 money line plays this game. I already called for Delaware. I'm doing it here with Ryder, and there's one more coming up later.
Yeah.
Play our music, Colby.
I'm good at that too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Double lock for the moving company. Have fun, guys. You guys can thank me later. When we meet up in Richmond,
We appreciate it.
When we meet up in Richmond for a VCU game, I do expect drinks on you if this hits because I had the decency to let you guys have this victory.
This isn't even the first time you've done it. We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Yeah. I care. That's the problem with the world, right?
Actually, Colby, can I request you to bet Quinnipiac because you're also always wrong on the Aqueduct too.
That is true. That's what I'm saying. If I bet either side, like if I bet Ryder, Quinnipiac's winning by 20. If I bet Quinnipiac, Ryder's winning by 30. So
can you go in all the way on Quinnipiac here so that we?
I don't want to throw away. You're asking me to piss away money then, and that's where I draw the line. But
as a show, this is how we have to manipulate it because it's a double lock. We're still getting a unit because it's 2 wins against 1.
Yeah, but what do I care? Like. With all due respect, what do I care about how much money you make?
They're watching. The YouTube chat is supervising this.
Hey, look at that. Yeah. But people in Michigan, they're corrupt.
Yeah. Now I understand why your water was fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? You were just drinking fucking bullshit water for a long time.
Bieniek there, Whitmer.
No wonder why he's look. And Bieniek's a guy that's been known to drink Kool-Aid. Good God. No wonder why that cough has been happening for like fucking 3 years on this show.
That has
he's just sitting there. He's just sitting every time. He's like, like he's just. What are you drinking over there? I'm drinking Kool-Aid. Oh, cool. How's that Michigan water? How's that Michigan water that you voted for a fucking long time?
That has since stopped for like the last 3 weeks after this acid reflux issue that I've been.
Yeah. Well, how'd you get that acid reflux issue?
The second ingredient and all that.
That's the better question. You should sue the city. Hey, buddy, I should be your fucking lawyer because you should sue the city because that is your reflux. Your reflux Mac, remember he said it ran in the family. He said it ran.
Water.
Hang on. He said it ran in the family. How do you know it trickled down? What are you fucking below ground like fucking tremors, right? How does he said it runs in the family? I guarantee you, this shitty Michigan water has been flowing through all those fucking pipes.
Yeah. Right? I mean, I'm not gonna. Sure, I'll say my grandpa had esophageal cancer, so it does run in the family.
Did he really? How did he get that? How did he get that? We got a fucking lawsuit.
I don't know.
Call me Colby Dundee Brockovich over here. I'm telling you. You laugh. I'm fucking like. Have you investigated this? Have you fucking investigated this?
I'm 23 and it's fine.
You want to be do you want to be a millionaire?
No.
Honestly, you probably had the best chance to build that moat. You probably had the best chance to build that moat right now. We just cracked the fucking case, and you're gonna sit here.
I don't live close enough to Flint for them,
buddy.
Their water pipes.
That's the news story. That's the news story. Good God, don't trust the fucking news. I thought the youth.
A decade ago.
Yeah. And how old are you?
23.
So that means for fucking 13 years you pumped that bullshit into your fucking system.
For half of them, I was living in Pittsburgh, which honestly, their water's even worse.
Buddy, as your lawyer, I advise you to not say that. They don't know that you lived in Pittsburgh.
There's 500 people watching this. Don't reveal your hand, Noah.
Did you file a tax?
All right, next game.
W2.
Merrimack and.
He's so upset that Michigan had this water problem. I'm sitting there trying to hook him up.
I told you we were trying to overthrow Michigan, and he wouldn't let me that one time. I could have I'd fix that shit in a day.
Yeah, dude, I honestly think we got to stop the podcast because like we just cracked the case. We honestly like he was in Vegas. He wasn't drinking enough. Alcohol kills all that shit. That's why it's underrated. Everyone should be drinking alcohol because it kills all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, have you watched, how beer saved the world? The people that drank the alcohol lived. The people that got the disease died. It's a long story of being pro alcohol. It gets really, our society really does not appreciate it enough. It gets a lot of slander. I see commercials about it all the time, but Bieniek was in Vegas, and you even said the guy was snoring all crazy. I remember we took him to a fucking sushi restaurant. He didn't want any of the sushi. He's like, I don't fuck with seafood. It gives me bubble guts. Right? He's taking a shit every 30 minutes. All right. And he's barely drinking alcohol. It's that goddamn Michigan water. And if he had drank the alcohol, I guarantee you, it would zap out. It would zap out that horrible shit that they've been feeding, that your crooked fucking politicians have been feeding the good people of Michigan for a long time.
This year, when we go to Vegas and I see him snoring, I'm just gonna say, "Open up, buddy," and then go shove this thing right down his throat.
And that's when the prostitutes come in, right?
Yeah. Hey, get over there! Fucking put your fucking ass cheeks right on his face and throw some vodka and whiskey down his throat.
I'm telling you, how many times?
No roommate this year.
How many times? Like, to me, I wouldn't be surprised if you told me
out over there.
If you told me Noah was a bubble boy 5 years ago, I'd be like, yeah, I could see it. Right? I could just see it. Like, how many times we go live before the show, and he's like, right? And you're just like, okay, now I discovered it. And this guy doesn't want to be, even worse, he doesn't want to be rich. He doesn't want to be rich. We got a fucking $1 million case here. And he's sitting there saying, Colby, I was in Pittsburgh a couple of years. Shut the fuck, as your attorney, shut the fuck up. You filed tax paperwork. First off, you weren't even 18 at the time. And then, all right, you did not file a W-2 in Pennsylvania. All right. And I'm sure there's also something there. I'm sure I can dive into Pittsburgh too and find some bullshit on their half. All right. With all those coal mines.
Even worse.
Yeah. Yeah. It's insane. I saw a fucking deer hunter. All right. All right. Bieniek, I'm trying to help you, buddy. We gotta help you, buddy. I'm telling you, you need to come on the Alfred trip to the desert. Now, I'm not talking about a Vegas hotel. I'm talking about out in the middle of the desert. We can figure out everything.
Put you on in Tempe.
Exactly. And look at Arizona State since football, basketball, huh? He fucking left the conversation, right? He didn't realize that. Wait a second, Arizona State basketball looks like the best team in the nation, and football is a win away from making the fucking 12-team playoff. Where are we at here?
Welcome to the show, everybody. Make sure you subscribe, you fucking jackass.
Yeah. Merrimack, the Warriors are heading to Buffalo to take on Canisius.
Ooh.
Buffalo's water. Not under investigation. Merrimack is laying 7.5. We nailed Merrimack to a T the other night on this very show. I'm terrified of laying 7.5
with Merrimack.
Give me Canisius. No bet. What are you doing here?
I don't think I'm going to bet this one either. But it still is a 2-6 team laying 7. I'll lay the 7.5. I think that they're still working their way up, making up for some of those close losses. And Canisius is awful.
Shout out to Rob Donaldson giving us $10 for Noah's prostitute fund.
Nice.
The only thing we did last.
Shout out to 357 too.
357 did too. Oh, there we go. $2 for his for the Noah prostitute fund. I think someone last year was going to give us a bunch of money if he didn't wear a rubber, but that was kind of a big deciding factor. We're working on that this year. We're working on that. My thing is, like, if you've had the Michigan water, what's a condom? You know what I mean? At this point, you know what I mean? You don't know how much time you got left.
Mac,
shoot your shot.
I cannot believe you said this was going to be the shortest show of the year. You've prompted him and let him do this the entire time.
Yeah.
We're previewing like 6 games and we're an hour 40 in. Yeah. We're gonna get Tanisha ready for Noah in Vegas.
That's what I'm saying.
Old Big Cheek's gonna be ready to go, Noah.
You hear all these people talking about the fucking war.
The people that live off the chapters on YouTube and podcasts, they're gonna be like, they spent 10 minutes on fucking Quinnipiac and Ryder.
Yes. Yeah. You're goddamn right. I did. All right. I mean, people are complaining. You know, they lost. Well, and I understand war is terrible. You lose a loved one. You lose someone you care about. But I still want to know those numbers in Michigan. See, that's that invisible shit we don't think about. You know what I mean? Like how many fucking human beings have gotten completely fucked up by that? You know, it was right here on our own goddamn turf. Fucking horrible. Death penalty to me, as far as like the people that those scumbags, those fucking scumbags letting that go on. Call me crazy, Mac. I'd be like, yeah, you need someone to hit the button. I'll hit delete. You know what I mean? Like that's a piece of shit. How can you do that to that many people? Anyway, Bieniek though, he's kumbaya. He's like, you're okay. Water's good. Have my Kool-Aid.
Hopefully he's alive in March.
Shout out to Willie and 3802er.
Yes, the chat is great. Prostitute fund really blowing up. It's gonna be great. We'll document it all. OnlyFans. Manhattan. Man, do you hear my son yelling in the background by chance? Oh no, Kennesaw. I'm sorry. Kennesaw State is heading to Atlanta. There's a battle of Georgia here. Yeah. Kennesaw State's laying 1.5. I think we should bet Kennesaw State here.
I'm seeing this thing flipped.
Either way, I think we should bet Kennesaw State here.
I do think Kennesaw is a much better team. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it, man. I think they're playing pretty good basketball right now, and I like fading Georgia State.
Shout out to Frank Core. We'll give us $20 as well. But yes, we are double locking Kennesaw State. Who is going to bring us home cash tomorrow night? Let's go. Next up, we are jumping over to these Jaspers. These tricky Jaspers heading to Jersey City. Take on these Peacocks. St. Peter's laying 7.5, 8.5. I'm seeing now. Shit. When I made the slide, it was 7.5. See 8.5 now.
That's too many. This is the MAAC.
You know, St. Peter's did win by 32 last year.
Yeah, it was year one. Gallagher's down ready to play.
I understand.
Dude, St. Peter's is off of the Duquesne win.
That's true.
On the road.
That is true.
Manhattan's coming in there. Drop that Lemoyne game as a favorite. I'm betting Manhattan, man. It's MAAC.
Whoa.
Friday Night Dogs.
Look, you've convinced me to take these Jaspers.
Yeah, Jasper's outright.
But I'm not betting this. This is all on you. Yeah, you can fly solo on these Jaspers.
Get out of here.
I like this St. Peter's team. What a lot of Max locking up the Jaspers. Some Manhattan clam chowder for your ass. All right.
Ooh.
Next up. Oh, Georgetown. These Hoyas. Ed Cooley's got the gang believing as they head up to Morgantown in the snow. Dub V laying 8.5, 9.5. I'm seeing now. Good God.
There's the line, Grandma.
Yeah, Grandma, and I wonder what side you're on because I think I gotta take the Hoyas at 9.5, dude. If it was 7, 6, I'd be inclined maybe to go Dub V at 9.5. I gotta take the Hoyas, buddy. I hate to tell you this. I just feel, and I know Dub V looks incredible, and Georgetown's done nothing with their schedule. Like I don't even know if they're decent. If anything, based on the Notre Dame game, they might not be. But 9.5.
I think they're baiting you to take Georgetown. It's their first true road game.
Chad's saying it's up to 10.
It's going to be rocking.
I'm taking the Hoyas. It's just too much.
I'm laying it. I think they opened it up late. But I think it's around that 10 number. I think West Virginia by 10.
I'm taking if I can get a 10 at Caesars there, give me the Hoyas plus 10. Bieniek, you staying away on this one? I feel like I just gotta know your opinion on this one since it's one involving Max Hart.
Okay. My opinion here is that it's West Virginia off of the Atlantis. First game back. They've had a week off, a little bit of rust as well. Georgetown probably competes. They'll lose. It's their first. I mean, I don't know. It's one of Georgetown's biggest games on the schedule. They do have a bigger one coming up next week with Syracuse, but
yeah,
I take the points.
Give me the 10. Fringe lock. You locking this, buddy?
I think they're going to win by 10, so I don't know if I really want to lock it. I can see Georgetown backdooring it, but I think we control the game. I think our roster is better, and I think the crowd will be on fire because we love playing old Big East games. This kind of game fires up the Morgantown crowd. Friday night.
Yeah, I'm not going to lock it yet. Check the picks page. Maybe it climbs a little more. Portland is heading to Kent, Ohio. Take on Kent State. Kent State laying 12.5.
Ooh.
It's a big number. But who the fuck is Portland to be? I'll take the points. What are you doing here?
I'll lay it with Kent State. I think they're pretty damn good at home.
Yeah, no lock. It's taking on fucking Sacred Heart in Fairfield. Iona's laying 1.5.
You should lock Iona.
I'm with you. Let's
Toby.
go.
Come on, Toby.
Double lock. Iona minus 1.5. Tobin Anderson's the best coach in America. He's a great guy. He's never had that Michigan tap water. He'll have our sushi in Vegas. I like to mess with this guy. Next up, Miami, Ohio, catching 19 at Indiana. Lock. Fuck out of here.
Why is
Fuck
this number
outta
so
here.
high?
I don't care. I'm taking Miami, Ohio. Give me the points. Get this Mike Woodson bullshit out of here. All right. I know. The story they're going to tell me is they beat Sam Houston. I ate shit on Sam Houston. More times than not, I'll be right on these gigantic numbers against Woodson teams. Mac?
They do have the Big Ten opener on deck. So, yeah. All right. Let's take a shot on Travis Steele. I thought Michigan dressed the score up a little bit when they played them in that other bye game. So, yeah. They've been to a Big Ten environment already. Let's go Miami of Ohio. Hail to the Reds.
And it's not like Miami, Ohio's. Yeah, the Redskins aren't looking. They have Bethany on deck.
Yeah.
Good old Bethany.
You're always
Bieniek,
going to get up for Indiana State. Yeah, this is a triple lock on Miami, Ohio here. Mac already took one angle of this that I liked with Indiana's home opener against Minnesota as the next game here. Do you think Woodson's prepping for Miami, Ohio, or Minnesota? He's not a great coach in general. I think he's more looking ahead of the Golden Gophers. Miami, Ohio this season's actually been all right. And Mac talked about that Michigan game where they dressed it up in the last 5 minutes. Miami, Ohio was in that game for 35. They also went on the road and won by 14 against App State, who's actually not that bad this year. Miami, Ohio, they're going to cover this. Cocktail Napkins got it 15.5. Let's go.
Triple lock. Touchdown. Miami Redskins. To quote the great Frank Herzog. Yeah, fuck out of here, Indiana. These Buccaneers with their whack ass logo. They've been. Wait, is this line accurate?
14.5?
Yeah, this is accurate. I already bet it.
Oh,
What am I missing here? What am I missing here? Charleston Southern just beat UT Martin and Miami.
this line fucking reeks why it's this high. What's his series history on?
And Dayton's coming back from the Bahamas. This is their first game.
Davidson. You know what it might be pretending to, Mac, is the lead. I shit you not when I say this. My mic cut out?
Yeah, it did.
Well, so what it might be pertaining to, what it might be pertaining to is the fact that the last time they played on November 10th, 2017,
they beat him by 1,000.
Davidson beat him by 52 points.
But that was a different coach. We're talking about Matt
the life of the dude. What are you talking about? In 2017, you were still drinking that Michigan water and loving it.
That's worth 7 points right there, going from Bob to Matt. Come on,
we have to bet this.
I think so too, man. I mean, who is Davidson to be like 14.5 at this point?
Coming back from the Bahamas.
Yeah. It is an interesting number. Give me Charleston Southern. Let's go.
Damani, it's not off the Miami win. They played UT Martin.
Yeah,
they won that one shit out of UT Martin.
They looked impressive against UT Martin.
Let's go. Triple lock. I need my triple lock music going on here.
Oh, baby.
Charleston Southern and Miami of Ohio. What could go wrong?
Didn't we do it for Delaware?
You play to win the game.
Yeah.
You don't play to just play it.
Sorry about that. But that fits. Triple lock.
Now we got a problem.
Triple lock on Charleston Southern. All right. Mount St. Mary's is heading to Poughkeepsie, New York. Take Marist. Marist laid 5.5. I'm sorry. Yeah, Marist is like no, wrong team favored. Me, Mount St. Mary's in the points.
It's my favorite line to take. Well, my favorite line to take a dog, and I think Mount's live to win the game here.
I think so too.
Let's go. Lock it up. Mountaineers.
Let's get to the top of the mountaintop. All right. Double lock. Next up, Prairie Views catch 24.5 in Birmingham.
Is this the one UAB takes all their frustration out of?
I think so. I'm going to lay the 24. No lock, though. I'm not locking this shit. You locking this?
No, I don't trust UAB. I don't trust UAB, but I'll lay it.
Yeah. North Texas High Point. Clark. We should probably go to this fucking game, but instead of get the Boise game. I don't know. I'm all fucked up. I might be interested, but North Texas laying 3.5. Give me North Texas. Mac?
I think North Texas is significantly better. I know it's going to be lit, but North Texas has played on the road already this year. They played at McNeese. They played at the Barn. I think North Texas wins. I'll lock it up. I'm fading the hype of High Point.
I'll join you. This High Point hasn't looked good to me. It haven't looked good to me. Yep. I mean, North Texas is a team that's got, not only do they have culture, they just have passed the eye test to me.
Yep.
Bieniek?
This is a lock battle. Personally, I think it's a buy low spot on High Point before they get into conference play. This is their biggest home game of the year. They're going to get up for this one with the amount of money that the community put into this roster here. But also, High Point has struggled defensively. I don't think North Texas is the team that's going to, say, take a lead and keep it against High Point here. I do think that this is the game where High Point gets up. They win this one. And then it's going to be hard to bet them throughout conference play, in my opinion. So I'm one more time for the Panthers here.
We got a battle. Dundee, Mac, on the boys from Denton. Bieniek on High Point. All right. Moving along. Final game of the night. The Illini heading to Evanston to take on Northwestern. Illinois laying 3.5. I'm locking up Northwestern. Money line. Got their heart broke the other night. I was on that goddamn money line. Second time's a charm, not third. Mac, what are you doing here?
Yeah, Northwestern has beat them 2 straight years on their home floor. I like Northwestern. I like Northwestern outright.
I'll raise a toast to you, Mac, and expend that handicap because ever since they redid Welsh Ryan Arena and they I don't know what you want to call it, refurbished it, whatever. 2019, they made this thing a hell of a lot better for their home fans. It used to be an Illinois crowd when they went to Chicago and they played when they went to Evansville and they played Northwestern. It hasn't been since this new arena. 2019, they're 3-2 on the money line as a dog, 4-1 against the spread against Illinois in these games. Lock it up, money line.
They should have refurbished Ryan Field instead of building that new bullshit. They should even stay lakeside over that bullshit. They're doing this for the U2 concert coming fucking next year.
You shit on Northwestern, but they pumped a fuck ton of money into their athletic facilities lately.
But dude, they took
new baseball field, then they redid the basketball arena, and now it's a new football field.
The football field is like a sin. The football field, they have Ryan Field
enclosed or whatever, but
no, because Ryan Field's incredible.
Into this.
No, I disagree. And they fired Pat Fitzgerald. For
I
some
disagree
bullshit.
with that. But
right?
I'm just saying they've put a hell of a lot of money into the athletic facilities there.
But they're not paying the players this.
What do you mean?
$800 million.
What do you think they were doing with Boo Booey to keep him?
They threw $800 million into this bullshit football stadium when they could have just took that roster and they'd probably play for a fucking college football playoff.
Collins? What are we talking about here?
I'm talking college football right now.
Yeah, I'm talking college basketball. And I'm talking
$800 million is their football stadium. $800 million is their football stadium. They didn't even need that. They had a classic, and they could have just, redone that one like every other fucking university does.
They are redoing it. They're keeping the same name for it,
buddy.
In their eyes, they're redoing it.
They're not redoing it at all. They destroyed the other one.
Ryan Field.
Okay, well, whatever. All right, like there's. Just because you have sex with someone named Stephanie Noah doesn't mean that every goddamn Stephanie's the same. All right, like
what happens if Stephanie gets implants? Still Stephanie.
No, that's not implants.
It's
that if you destroy her, she's already died. She's already died, buddy. All right, and you are full of shit here. $800 million. If they took that money and put it in their athletics, they would be much better. Instead, this is classic Northwestern bullshit. It's right in front of your face, and you're falling for it. All right, just like your votes for that goddamn mayor. All right.
I don't know what you're doing. You're shit on your own block
over there.
That's what I'm saying. Noah's the type of guy you hang out with him for a little bit. He has a twitch, and he's like, right, and it's got to be water related.
And we all sing Kumbaya and celebrate a triple lock, and then root for it tomorrow. Jesus Christ!
You're the one that coming in hot.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean? He was the one that started this, and I said I think it's undeserved hate towards the athletic facilities. They've pumped this shit ton of money into these.
Wait, if you have a chapel, you don't destroy it to build some modern bullshit. Just so you can have fucking U2 come through your fucking town.
And she redoes her tits.
That's a horrible analogy. That's a horrible analogy.
No, it's still named Ryan Field.
Just because it's named?
It's a great
just because it's
analogy.
named? No, stop it.
No.
Stop it. All right. If they decide to build a new Bear Stadium in wherever the hell, Illinois, out in the farms, and they call it Soldier Field.
Is on my side here.
I don't give a shit about the chat. All right. They're also shit talking to me all night when I had a fire night. Fuck them and fuck you. All right.
Subscribe, you fucking lazy fucks.
Good God. Your analogy's horrible. And may God have mercy on your soul. We're all now dumber from hearing that analogy. All right.
I think your analogy's dumb. You're comparing a chapel to Northwestern's football field. Far from
former football field. They detonated it. When you use dynamite, there's no bringing it back. All right. There's no bringing it back. Anyway, this is triple lock. We're on Northwestern.
It's like when they're going to rebuild RFK and it's going to be a dome and they're going to name it RFK.
Yeah. Oh, it's RFK again. Yeah. Bieniek's like, oh, really? They're bringing it back. They're fucking bringing it back. Guess what? They brought some soil from the old stadium. They're going to sprinkle it at fucking 50-yard line. It's the same goddamn stadium. All right. They were good.
It's going in the same spot, to my knowledge. I've been on that game.
You're terrible. You need help, buddy. All right. Triple lock though. Having said all that, having said all that, triple lock on Northwestern. Let's go. All right. Bieniek has been sitting over there talking about fake tits for about. It's funny that
it's more fun when you bring it up.
When we were in Vegas, he was like, I was like, dude, we should get your prostate. He's like, fake tits. Remember that, Mac?
Yeah, I remember.
After his third whiskey and we had to trick him by saying that was just ginger ale. He's like, fake tits. Fake tits.
Over there at the Westgate. Yeah, he was
yeah. Cody was there. Cody was there with us. Cody Frazier. Shout out to Cody Frazier. He was wondering. He was like, "Why does Noah keep talking about fake tits with me?" What's your top 3 plays? What's your top 3 fake tits of the night, Bieniek? Where are you going?
Well, I'm taking the game that we just discussed, Northwestern. Since that new arena, they're 3-2 on the money line as a dog, 4-1 against the spread as a dog against Illinois here, and Illinois got a really young team. This is their first true road game too. They played a road game. Basically, it was a road game at Alabama, but it fits my narrative. First true road game of the season. This place is going to be lit. Northwestern's going to win it outright. You know, another team that's going to win it outright, Delaware. They go into Duquesne. They beat the Dukes there. You're catching 4.5. I say forget the points. They win that game. They're the better team, better coach team for sure. And then Charleston Southern 14.5 doesn't make any sense to me. Davidson's first game after a week off from the Bahamas. Charleston Southern goes in there and they cover. They've been playing pretty good lately, so I like the Bucks.
There we go. My top 3 plays of the night will be. Give me those fucking Bryant Bulldogs. Get that brown bear bullshit out of here. They had their moment of sun down there in Burlington, Vermont, with all those hippies, the goddamn coffees, whatever they're hemp. They're goddamn hemp. All right, Bryant's ready for this one. Give me Bryant minus the points. Also going to jump on Kennesaw State, the Owls. I'm not falling for this Georgia State bullshit yet again. And the third one to me is Miami, Ohio. Mike Woodson, his goatee. It's lazy. Just a bunch of hair. I mean, someone said that he shaved it. I don't know. I haven't paid great attention to it, but over the years, it doesn't really look like a fucking goatee. It's just like almost like a mohawk on your fucking head that you just put on your face. Those are the 3 plays. Hope I made a lot of sense with the reasons. Mac, what are you doing here?
All right. I'm going to resume my role of the MAAC specialist here. We're going to go Tobin Anderson and Iona. I love them in this spot. I think that they're arguably the best team in this league, and they're 2-7. I think they're going to get things rolling here. I like Iona. I like Mount St. Mary's. Getting the points against that. I just said I like Iona. I read
no, reiterate that. You feel good about that one,
I
man.
Like Iona again. Just kidding.
How much Michigan water did you have in your day? I like Iona.
Turn to Twitch all of a sudden. I like Mount St. Mary's. I like the Mountaineers here. I think they're live to win against Marist. I think they're a better team. Getting 5.5, my favorite number as a dog. Give me 2 MAAC road teams, and then I'm fading the High Point. I love Alan Huss. Had him on the show. I don't think they're very good right now, and North Texas chokes them out. Wins by 10 on the road. Give me North Texas, the Mean Green culture.
Love it. I'm all over the Mean Green too.
Yep.
I'm gonna give you a bonus. Call 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE. That's our bonus play of the night. North Texas. All right. If you dial the number and it doesn't work for you, try it again.
Iona's a 2-unit play now, according to my my breakdown.
That's some Noah Bieniek doesn't bet a lot of shit type shit.
If you can only get through 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE if you're on a good amount of mushrooms. but don't worry, it's out there. Folks, give Noah Bieniek a follow on Twitter.
Holmes wants a college football bonus play for Friday.
Boise.
I like Boise. I also like Jacksonville State.
Tune into that college football pick show. And for the Trims watchers out there, it'll be linked right at the end of the show. Just click on that.
Woo! That tap water's working right there, buddy. Thank you.
I'll take my
newsletter.
I like Boise, and I'll take my next head coach. Let's go, Cox.
Yeah. Jacksonville State gets the dub. Rich Rodriguez talks shit to the mic, takes the job.
Mac is being the good ex-boyfriend right now. He's rooting for it's going the other way because she's talking to you right now. She's distracted. So that relationship's going to go to shit now. So
I don't give a fuck about boyfriend, girlfriend. I just want to fucking win and get to the fucking college.
Wait, I'm so confused. Wait,
Jackson
hold on.
Jackson State and Rich Rod. He's flirting with the ex-girlfriend right now, so he's distracted.
But they didn't destroy. They didn't body the like Mountaineer Field. It was destroyed in the 70s. But I'm saying
I'm just saying Rich Rod's going to lose his current girlfriend because he's flirting with the ex-girlfriend.
Oh yeah. Well, you're in Alabama and going up to.
Sometimes you got to get back together. Remember the old times. Bring it back.
That's what I'm saying. Yolanda's like the high school girl. It's you took her on the dance. You took her on the dance, and you've been waiting to get reacquainted, right? And you've been sitting down there in Alabama. You've been sitting there. You were in Arizona. You got some cockanimi. You got fired in Arizona. Some cockanimi charge. Some intern. Just because you bring her a cup of coffee doesn't mean you took her to old Plowtown. All right. That's the problem with our society. So now he runs into Yolanda at the true, at the high school reunion, and the music's playing again, man. And once the music starts playing, you can't get that going. I want to see Rich Rod back. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's run it back, man.
But before that happens, take Jacksonville State. Give Noah Bieniek a follow on Twitter at NoahB77_. Feel free to send him some bottled water. Moneyline Mac is on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. Give him a follow. I'm on Twitter at DColbyD. College football, the college football experience and the college basketball experience are on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Appreciate the chat. Honestly, it's a lot of fun. And
we a recap of 20 games and a pick of 16 games go 2 hours, 10 minutes.
You're goddamn right.
Chad made it
goddamn right. Way more fun. Way more fun. And, you're only on the rock for a little bit. Enjoy your goddamn time. If there's one thing I'm correct about, it's no pick. It's enjoy your goddamn time on this fucking rock. Doesn't matter what type of water you're drinking. Till next time, folks, this is the college basketball experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we are soon to be out of here when I find, there we go. Cheers.
Yeah, it's got me thinking about the good shit the minute that I seen you grill again. It made me good trip, good dog the mind back like dog will wind that. Man, I didn't get mad when you near me hit me can back, but the comings on was strong. Now my shit's coming along, Truth is, I'm pretty much on fire again. It's heating up for real, I'm alive again. And that's the attraction factor. Vancouver, Michigan with my rap disaster. Yeah, you know you want it how you want it. No need to trip, cause I got it, doggone it. It's all yours and the extras too. All the super music and the sex for hope. Just get it straight, cause it got me in a good mood. Let me demonstrate what this time of year could do. Sing it.
I hear there's rumors on the internets. I hear there's rumors on the internets.
Yeah, last time you got the hot chick that I made, I was not the hot shit. Why? Going through them transitions, wham this in, damn listen. I can make the biggest chain glisten and wouldn't have shit to do with shit but some chips in. I don't get down like that. I'm the super rap mammal with the crown of fact. I'm so sore thumb, sticking out like some stick drum. Out the back with the beat smack. It's dumb, dumb hot, crazy sun hot. More often than not, and not monotonous. And got the hits in the whole spotless. Bottoms up, cause I'ma just beat them damn guts to submission. It's in the job description. That's what I was missing. Yeah.
I hear there's rumors on the internets. I hear there's rumors on the internets.
It's a small world when you've got unbelievable tits.